Hi there, and welcome to this week's episode of Money Moves with Debt Rescue, the channel where we help you move your money in the right financial direction. In this week's episode, we're going to be talking about 5 terrible financial habits that will help keep you poor and how to break them. The first terrible habit is not saving for the future and not having an emergency fund. It's estimated that around 60% of South Africans don't have a single cent in emergency savings. Emergency expenses have a way of showing up when you least expect them. Whether it's a medical emergency, a car repair, or a sick pet, an emergency can easily set you back thousands of rands. So, how do you break the habit? Set up an automated payment to your savings account every month. Once it leaves your account, forget about it. It's no longer available unless you have an emergency. Whether it's 100 Rand or 1,000 Rand, it'll add up. The second terrible habit is not sticking to your budget. Our emotional brain responds to the word budget the same way it responds to the word diet. Instead of thinking about what you want, you're thinking about what you can't have. Because a budget implies scarcity, it's our instinct to overcome that scarcity the best way we know how, spending our money. So how do we break this habit? To combat this, work with your psychology and not against it. Rather than a budget, create a spending plan. Unlike a budget, a spending plan is focused on your goals. Although a spending plan is virtually the same thing as a budget, the approach is what's different. The third terrible habit is spending more than what you earn. Spending more than you earn is an easy way to accumulate debt. To stay out of debt, you'll either need to find a way to earn more or spend less. Managing your money can also be challenging because we tend to underestimate our spending. So how do we break this habit? Focus on your spending triggers. Keep a spending log and take note of your moods can help you pinpoint what's behind some of your decision making. Aside from tracking your spending regularly, cash is an easy way to get a better idea of exactly where the money goes. Using cash for some purchases can be particularly helpful to combat certain problem spending areas. Number 4 is making impulsive spending purchases. An impulse purchase is an unplanned buying decision that happens just before a purchase occurs. From the small pack of chewing gum on the way to the checkout to quickly ordering a product on sale from Takealot, they can be triggered by just about anything. So how do we break this habit? Buying is often related to emotions. Stress, sadness, or even a period of celebration can all trigger impulse buying. Give yourself a cooling off period. The item you want will still be there. Having some time to think about your purchase can go a long way towards fighting impulse purchases. The fifth terrible habit is not checking your credit report regularly. Maintaining a good credit history could lead to better interest rates on major purchases. Many people only check their credit reports when it's too late. For example, after the credit they applied for in order to buy a house or car has been turned down. So how do we break this habit? Get your credit report update alerts mailed to you. Debt Rescue offers a free monthly credit report to all South Africans. Check the link in the description to get access. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Money Moves with Debt Rescue, the channel that helps you move your money in the right financial direction. Please remember to leave comments in the block below and tell us on anything you'd like us to discuss in the future. Please like this video and please subscribe to our channel.